Hey YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Lincoln Williams Show. Before I start this episode, this rant has been going on across the internet since this movie has been launched, the new Ghostbusters movie. But before I establish that, I wanted to show you a couple more new features that we added to this room. Um, so if you're wondering why am I a little bit lower than usual, is that I have my new office chair that I can move around in. So it's a really comfortable office chair for high for speaking videos such as like this. So I can talk to you guys like this, and we can figure out what's been going on in the internet recently. I also have a new, not a new monitor, but a new monitor setup over here, so I can play all these really neat PC games and stuff like that over here. I also have this wireless mouse, basically. This new wired mouse is it's like a dragon. It's Red Dragon's mouse, basically, up on the front of the screen. It's a really cool mouse. You can see the details on it. Um, it's a really cool gaming mouse that I purchased off of Amazon. So it's a really cool mouse. It even glows in the dark. So it actually is really cool. It's a really cool gaming mouse. So yeah, the lasers are getting in your eyes, but it's a really cool mouse, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's the mouse that I'd be using during my PC gaming plays, basically. So that's what I addressed. So yeah, let's talk Ghostbusters 2016, basically, the movie that just released in from this month, basically. So, anyways, I know this is gonna be a really bad rant video, but um, when they go see this movie, and I can exaggerate what your face is going to be like when you see when you not go see this film. There's a complete warning on the Lincoln Williams Show records that is that do not go see this film because it is a really bad film. Basically, it's destroying the Ghostbusters license, basically, based on that overall manner. I didn't see it, but I saw a review on it, and it just got bad on the Angry Joe show, and uh, it it was just an embarrassment to the developers of the film, and that's what really was. That's what this film was actually, you know, aimed at. Is it's just an embarrassment. It's a huge freaking joke on the original Ghostbusters. Basically, it's a huge freaking joke that it's trying to be serious, but it's Ghostbusters is not supposed to be funny. I mean, sure, in the original, like the original Ghostbusters, I mean, I haven't seen the look. Look, YouTubers, shoot me down if you want to. Shoot me down if you want to, but I haven't seen the original Ghostbusters film. I haven't. Well, I tried. I tried to get into the original Ghostbusters film, but after seeing this, the original Ghostbusters is a 10 out of 10 because it's one of the most legendary, iconic movies from the 1980s, like 1984 flicks or something like that. But this is a freaking joke, and this is what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of when I watched Angry Joe's review, and it actually came true in the trailers. I mean, the trailers predict the film. The trailers predicted the film in so many odd ways that it predicted the film like 100%. I mean, oh my gosh. Look, YouTubers, This film got so bad with their jokes, and I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, yes, they were terrible, but not terrible, terrible. It's just like, ah ha ha, she's wearing a wig. She's like, blah, 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 or something like that. This film got so bad during the angry review on the Angry Joe show. Angry Joe and other Joe and this other guy were reviewing it, and it got really bad. Sorry for that huge glare, that huge light in the background, but I can't control it right now, so just leave it at that. But holy crap, the developers should be embarrassed because they don't they don't know how to put a serious film on you know in a Ghostbusters film. They don't know how to, portray seriousness within the Ghostbusters franchise. I mean, it's just they need to do a better job next time instead of sending in instead of these awful jokes during the film. I mean, oh my gosh, it got so frustrating on the Angry Joe show. Angry Joe was mad at this film. This film this shouldn't even exist. Like, when I saw the trailer for Ghostbusters, it was awful. The trailer for Ghostbusters was complete crap. It was it was an embarrassment. It was embarrassment to the community. They shouldn't have went forth with the film, basically. They should not have went forth with the film, but that's their doing. Okay, it was a money sucker when it released in the theaters. It was a money sucker into the theaters, and it's a bad development form basically. It's a really bad development form of the Ghostbusters franchise, and it's really embarrassing. This movie is so awful and so embarrassing to the Ghostbusters franchise that it doesn't even compete with the films. It's a it's a separate film from the original films. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that this film is just completely bad. It shouldn't exist. It should just go into the garbage dump or something like that. This was a waste of production. This was a waste of value for your money and stuff like that. And it was just a waste of time for the developers, basically. It got so bad. It got so bad on the Angry Joe show that it just, ugh. You didn't even want to see the film after they reviewed it and the and stuff like that. And it's such an embarrassment because kids they really want to experience the Ghostbusters universe, but they actually can't. How bad this film is. So I mean, it's PG for one thing. It's PG, but Ghostbusters should be meant for everyone. I mean, for the fans of the series, yeah, but for targeting like younger audiences, it's just the jokes were just bad. Not bad, but they were just bad. They were awful. They were not even that funny, and the story, to describe this word in the story, it was just all over the place. The story didn't make any sense to the reviewers, and I wouldn't be able to understand it. And now, you know, gosh, I it makes me want to go to the original Ghostbusters again. It really wants me to go back and see what uh, one of the developers, because one of the developers, I thought he had an ingenious mind of the Ghostbusters universe, but here it doesn't really make the cut. No, not even close. So, what we can hope for is that they'll do a better job with the next generation of Ghostbusters, but it really wasn't for they didn't really make the cut. It was bad. It was a freaking joke. It was a freaking joke to the entire community. It was a bad joke in the entire community. It was a bad April Fool's joke on the entire community. So my word of advice for the developers is don't screw it up. Don't screw Ghostbusters up again. Because if this happens again, then we're just gonna have to quit Ghostbusters for a while. I mean, I know it's a very long time, but I know it's been a really long time since a Ghostbusters film has been released. But if you screw up this if you screw up this series again, then people are just gonna walk away and go see the original films. The original films are just great. They're fantastic. But this is an embarrassment. This is an awkward embarrassment. And Angry Joe's face when he lit up after the movie had ended, he's like, "What the crud did I just watch? What the crap did I just watch? This was awful. This was awful." Those are the exact same words on the Angry Joe show. Basically, it was bad. It was it was so bad. It was so bad. It just makes me want to walk out the door and go see Back to the Future and go see Back to the Future series 1, 2, and 3 because how great were the Back to the Future movies? They were awesome. The Back to the Future movies were so awesome in their own sensible way. They kill this film. They kill this film. When I saw Back to the Future last night, I was mind blown. I was totally mind blown on the time travel concept in Back to the Future 2, basically. It was Back to the Future 2, I thought was better than number 1. But number 1 is just the setup to the overall plot line of the Back to the Future series, basically, based on the movies. Um, I would have given Back to the Future 2 like a 9 out of 10, and Back to the Future 1 8 out of 10 because it folded into a love story in number 1 and then number 2. Number 2 was all about vengeance and fixing all of that stuff. I mean, it was revenge on the bully in number 2 and stuff like that. I'm talking about the Back to the Future series. Those were really great movies. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen the Back to the Future series yet, go watch them instead of this crap. Just go watch him instead of this crap, please, YouTubers. I just don't want you to feel the pain of the misery of the awfulness of this Ghostbuster franchise because it's bad and it just blows my mind. So my next movie, I haven't seen this movie yet. I just saw the review. I didn't see the movie. Um, but anyways, we can live in hope that they will fix the Ghostbusters franchise once again, and I rather see the original instead of this crap. Basically, I haven't watched the original yet. I don't even know what to expect of the original, and some people in the audience said that he said that um, it's like, hey, have you seen the original Ghostbusters movie? No. So, see, that's the thing with the Ghostbusters license. They own the license now. The developers of the Ghostbusters license, they own the movie now. And if they couldn't, they couldn't master it as the original. And I haven't watched the original yet. And it's oh my gosh. I shouldn't have seen the trailer in the first place, but we all been there. We all seen the trailer. We all know how it would have turned out to be. So, anyways, don't go see this film. It was a two out of 10 by the Angry Joe Show reviews. So don't even go see this, please. don't even go waste your money on this because it's just bad. It's just a bad film. It was a bad, confusing film. That's all it was, and stuff like that. Um, so yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next Lincoln Williams show. I'll be back someday, YouTubers.